Well, for more than 4 decades, trainer Terry Knight has been a mainstay in California, training horses not only at Los Alamitos during his early years, but also in Northern California, and now back here at Los Alamitos Racecourse, training a group of horses, including quarter horses, thoroughbreds. Terry, we're so happy that you're here joining us. Tell me a little bit about getting involved, getting started in horse racing. Your dad, Shay Knight, trained one of the all-time great quarter horses, horse by the name of Kawiya Bar. Tell me about those early days.
Yeah, well, I just grew up like most kids with a father or mother in the business, going to the barns at a young age with my dad, and it was a terrific time, and I kind of just fell in love with the horses and the business, and that's how I got started.
You were telling me that you used to live not too far from Los Alamitos Racecourse, and you remember riding your bicycle here just to catch the races. A lot of fun times back in those early years.
We lived right down on Cerritos here when I was a young kid in school, and I can remember when they were running nights here and getting on the bike and pedaling down here. If my dad had something running, kind of so he didn't know I was there, so I had to stand outside the fence. So it was a lot of fun.
Now, you started training in 1974 here at Los Alamitos Racecourse. How did you get your first horse?
Yeah, it's funny. Bobby Adair was riding horses for my dad, and obviously I knew from, growing up around the racetrack. Got a friend of his to give me a horse, and that's kind of how I got started. He just gave me a horse to train, and eventually I got a couple more.
Tell me about your first win.
Yeah, that was with that horse that Bobby got me, and actually that night the other horse I had was running, so my entire stable was running that night, and they both won. So that was quite a thrill.
Now, you eventually moved to Northern California. Can you take me back to those days? You actually met Jerry Hollendorfer early on in your stay in Northern California. Long time, you guys were real great friends.
Yeah, we actually both landed at Bay Meadows at the same time. Jerry was assistant trainer for Jerry Fanning, and my dad and Jerry Fanning were very good friends, and I told my dad I wanted to try to go up north for the summer, and he said, well, let me call Jerry, and maybe he can help you get a couple stalls. And he did. He gave me a couple stalls, and I took a couple quarter horses, and my dad sent me a couple thoroughbreds, and I was there for the summer, and Jerry was there working for Jerry Fanning, and I just stayed.
And over 900 thoroughbred wins later, you're still strong in the game. You had a stakes winner at Del Mar not too long ago, a horse by the name of Monsol. Can you give us an update on that horse?
Yeah, he come out of that race with a little bit of an injury, nothing life-threatening, but we had to give him some time off, and we expect him back here in the barn probably the 1st of April.
The horse is owned by Legacy Ranch, a very influential figure in your career, right?
Yeah, Pete Perella and his wife Evelyn, they've been extremely loyal to me, and they are definitely the reason I'm here at Los Alamitos. It became apparent at the end of last year that I was at Pleasanton, and Pleasanton was going to lose its funding, and I was going to have to find a place to go, and none of the people that I trained for wanted to use Golden Gate as an option, so it was apparent that we were going to have to relocate to Southern California, and he's the one that suggested Los Alamitos, and he kind of caught me by surprise with the quarter horses. He called me one day and he says, hey, Denny's going to retire. I want you to take these quarter horses. And I said, whoa, I hadn't thought about that. So anyway, he's a hard guy to say no to for anything. And, he's very supportive. And obviously I told him, I hadn't done this for quite some time. He said, you'll figure it out. So here we are.
Now, this weekend you have some of Legacy Ranch's quarter horses going, Bling It, Epic Empire, a couple of nice horses going in. How is the transition getting to know these horses?
Well, they're obviously horses that were in real good shape when we got them, and we're just trying to figure out where to run them and where they belong. And like I say, I don't know too much about the levels of where the quarter horses. I haven't followed them for so long, and we're just trying to find out where they can be competitive. And they both look like they're in a little better spots this time. The first time looked like we ran in a little bit deep water.
So with your experience in the horse racing game, it won't be long before you're visiting the winner's circle on a regular basis. Now you got some 2-year-olds coming up as well. Can you give us an update on that? How many will you be conditioning as far as 2-year-olds?
Well, Legacy sent in 5 2-year-olds, so they've been here a little over a month, and they're progressing real well. They were pretty far advanced up at the ranch. They'd done some work with them there, and we've had a breeze in them, and we're actually going to breeze a few of them tomorrow. So they're doing real well.
Thank you so much, Terry. Terry Knight, a longtime friend here at Los Alamitos Racecourse. We're so happy that he's back training at the Orange County Oval. Back to the studio.